Hey, you bookworms. You want to go fishing?
Yeah.
Not you, Mr. Winkles.
Hey, welcome back to Fishing with Bookworms. We're going to be fishing an interesting part of Indian Creek today. It's been raining the last few days, and a lot of the creeks I normally fish are kind of blown out. They've been the water level is really high, and the it's just not really fishable. So I've tried to come to a new spot today. I've never fished here before. This is in Corporate Woods in Overland Park, Kansas. Um, I'm standing on a bank. It's a very short cast to the other side, but that's the deeper side. So the water level goes down on a slope and then comes back up. So as you can see, we're going to fish the outer bank. There's trees and brush, all kinds of overhang that fish would love to hide under. I have scared off a couple of carp when I was walking over here, so I know there's fish in it. So we're going to get after it today. I'm going to be using my 6'6" Cast King Crisis Rod, PC Fun Flame 3000, Mr. Crappie 8-pound, high vis, monofilament, a larger bobber, a little bit larger split shot than I normally use. The water current's moving a little bit today, so I'm going to try and use a larger weight to hold down my current live bait, which is a worm. It's a night crawler. See if we can get some fish. See nibbles on it. It didn't take long, did it? Oh, that is a decent sized. Is this a bluegill? Not sure if it's a bluegill or a green sunfish, but that's what we got. Oh, golly, first fish, first drop of the day. Hasta la pasta, buddy. When you have water moving at a decent pace, you want to throw ahead of the current. So what happens is the bobber will just flow down through the strike zone, and you'll just have to watch it. So we're going to put it in the strike zone. You got to make sure that your line is taut while you're doing this, because what's going to happen is your line's going to get your monofilament, if you're using monofilament, is going to lay on top of the water, and it's going to stay in a certain position while your bobber moves. So you're constantly having to move your line to make sure you can get a good hook set if a fish happens to eat it, which currently doesn't look like it's happening. There is an adage of catching a fish on your first cast is bad luck, but after the last couple of days I've had, I'll take any luck I can get. I've been trying to reduce the amount of stuff I take with me on these trips. We started bike fishing, or as Quentin likes to call it, bishing, and that really limits what I can take with me. I'm going to start taking a backpack with just some kind of bare essentials. It's going to be some of the panfish stuff I use, hooks, in one container, and then in another container it's going to contain some soft plastics for mid-range fish, bass, varying sizes of those and other fish. Just a step up from the panfish that I normally fish for. So we got that in a second container, pair of pliers. Of course, my fishing licenses. Yeah, I'm just not getting anything anymore. That first cast was all she wrote. So I'm going to move downstream. I've been here for about 15 minutes or so, give or take, and kind of fish this spot out.
Here it comes.
Yep. So just like that gentleman on the bike just said, here it comes. It's the rain. So I'm going to see how long it takes for this to pass. It might be it for today. We'll see. So according to Dark Sky, we got about 15 minutes of rain, and then we got a little bit of a pause for like 5 minutes, and then it's going to lightly rain again. So I'm going to wait it out for that light rain to pass through in about 15 minutes, and then I'm going to go back out there. There's some spots over there on the Indian Creek side where I know there's fish. So stay tuned. So the thing about fishing is knowing where the fish are, when they should be biting, what they want. In conjunction with that, fishing is also a participant activity. You have to be fishing, and the fish have to want to react to whatever you're throwing out there. If they don't, you're just out here playing around with the water. Which is kind of what's been happening the last couple of days. The aggravating part is I have caught fish in this location. So, in my mind, the fish should be here, but that's not going to be always the case either. Fish move. The environment changes. Things that the fish could have been hiding under 3 weeks ago, I think the last time I was here, all of that could have been washed out in the rain. All right. We're going to move just a little bit upstream. See if that makes a difference. Alright, we're going to try this location, which looks like Tangle City to me, but we're going to try it anyway, because we're desperate. We have some kind of fern or vine in front of us. We're going to fish across. Something took it. I threw over there by that tree. Oh boy. Alright. Alright. Bluegill. Nice. It's got a larger mouth. So if you've been watching my videos, you know I'm not the best at correctly naming all of these fish. They're all sunfish. They're all sunfish. So the different species are kind of hard to tell sometimes. Like, I believe this is a bluegill, or it could be a green sunfish. Either way, we'll take it. Thanks for being on the show. Got another spot on Indian Creek. Fishing with worms over about a drop off that I know is right there. I know because I fished it before, like this. So there's a bank shelf, listen to me. There is a rock shelf that falls off sharply about 30 feet out from that far bank. 10, maybe 15 yards out from that bank. There we go. The rain has pretty much stopped. There's a little bit of thunder, but for the most part, it stopped raining. It's about where the fish have been caught, right there. See? Told you. This is a pretty one. Let's get you unhooked on the side of the mouth here. Look at that fish. Spots. Alright, let's move just a little bit more. Let's see if we can catch anything over here. I think it's just going to be too fast. Yeah, it's too fast. Take a look at it though. It's pretty. Alright, so I'm going to call it a day. It's a school night. I got to go home, help with the kids, put them to bed, make sure they get a good night's rest. If you enjoy what you're seeing, please hit the like button. If you want to see me fish different locations or have ideas of where I can fish, please leave a comment below. That's very helpful. If you want to subscribe, that'd be great. While I don't care, the boys are looking at the subscription numbers, and I'm trying to tell them that doesn't matter. We're just doing this for fun. But think about subscribing, and I hope you had a good day, and peace be with you.